Hello everyone, my name is Chinzen Viernes. I'm a third-year law student at the UP College of Law, and today I'll be sharing with you my most recent experience with the Philip C. Jessup International Law Moot Court Competition of this year, year 2024. So, it's been a little over a month, maybe like 2 months after we joined the Philip C. Jessup Moot Court Competition, under, of course, the team of UP Law. And I figured na since I shared with you my experience with the IBA-ICC Moot Court Competition last year, then syempre dapat meron din akong sharing about the Jessup competition. So, just a brief background, nung national rounds of the Jessup competition, we did not win as champions, and we were actually the team who broke the streak of, I think, 6 years of winning the national championship. So we were very sad. But nag-recalibrate kami and nag-regroup. And then, fortunately, for the international rounds in Washington, D.C., the UP College of Law won as world champion. So, with the help of my friends and Mark, nag-gather kami ng commonly asked questions about the journey because we've been meeting with some people who were very interested in our experience. So, chinek namin kung ano ba yung mga commonly asked questions, and then kung ano sa tingin namin yung gustong marinig ng mga nanonood ng law school vlogs. So if you're interested in joining a moot court competition in the future, I hope makatulong to. So meron kaming application na ginamit. So we randomized the questions. So pipili na ako right now. Hindi ko nabasa lahat ng questions na sinabi nila kanina. So what was the hardest part of the journey? I think yung mahirap kasi in joining a moot court competition, especially Jessup, is sobrang rigorous nung training. Tuloy-tuloy, sobrang haba. Na-form yung team namin around September or October, I think October last year. So imagine, from October up until April, nung na-hold yung competition, non-stop na yung training namin. We would sometimes have a few days off, a weekend off, ganyan. Pero essentially, tuloy-tuloy yun. So, ang na-cover niya, or yung nabangga niya, ay 2 academic semesters in UP. And it was very challenging kasi we came from different campuses, BGC and Diliman. And then, yung common available time lang namin ay after 8 p.m. pa. So, yung training namin would start at around 8, sometimes even 9 or 10 p.m. And will last until like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And then do that every night. And then, syempre, the day after, meron ka pang ACADS, meron pang school, ganyan. So, yun yung mahirap na part. Kasi nakaka-drain siya ng energy. It feels exhausting. And then, during the training part, it's not like you're getting praises or you're being complimented, right? Yung point ng training is to pinpoint everything you're doing wrong. So, imagine every night, puyat ka na, tapos papasok ka sa isang training session, and then, ipo-point out lang lahat ng maling ginagawa mo, which is yun naman talaga yung kailangan, right? Pero, hindi lang siya maganda sa feeling. And then, the next day, papasok ka to school, pagod ka na, and then matatawag ka pa for recit and all that. So, yeah, challenging yung part na yun. And then, do it every day for several months. Talagang nakaka-drain siya. So, hindi ko muna sasabihin yung positive part since ang tanong lang naman is, what is the hardest part? What was the most memorable moment of the competition? Nung national rounds, I think very memorable yung part na we lost. So, nasa, ano bang part to? Semifinals? Yes, semifinals. And then, I was speaking for the part of the respondent along with Nacho. And then, syempre, ang pangit sa feeling na ikaw yung oralist at that point in the competition. And then, it's also at that point in the competition na natalo kayo. So, syempre, a part of yourself, a part of me, was blaming myself for the loss. And then, syempre, it was also very sad to see na, syempre, nalungkot din yung team coach namin, nalungkot din yung faculty advisor namin, sina Prof. Marian Vitog and Prof. Romel Casis, and syempre, the whole team was devastated. Pero, fortunately, nakasama pa rin kami dun sa top teams na pinadala sa Washington, D.C. So, we had an opportunity to reclaim the championship, although not in the national levels, but in the international level. So, memorable part yun kasi the coach, the team never made me feel like it was my fault or na it was anyone's fault. Sometimes hindi lang talaga nag-work out at that point in the competition, but that doesn't define your character or the hard work that you've put in. It's just that wala, it's a competition and sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. And I'm happy na nakapag-regroup kami and nakapag-adjust kami for the international rounds. So, yun. What would you change during the journey? Tama ba yung phrasing ng question na to? What would you have changed? Honestly, wala naman. Kasi, I mean, dito mo makikita na lahat ng ups and downs throughout the whole journey, merong point yan and may reason yan. And kung wala yung ups and downs na yun, and baka hindi kami nanalo, baka hindi kami naging champions. And share ko lang din na the journey for me here to Jessup was very long. And marami ring ups and downs. Like for example, just to share with you, I tried out for the Philip C. Jessup competition in my first year of law school. Kasi I had no idea na Jessup pala yung biggest, most prestigious moot court competition. At that point in time, I just wanted to try. Gusto ko lang makita na, pwede kaya ako maging mooter, ganyan. And then nung nakita ko yung announcement, sige, okay, may available moot court compet, try out ako. But I didn't know na ito pala yung talagang sought after ng mga veteran mooters, experienced mooters, ganyan. So, syempre, hindi ako nakapasa. Pero, I remember yung president ng UPLDMU, si Bob Ekarma, messaged me afterwards to say na something along the lines of like, do not stop here and then try out for a different moot court competition in the future, ganyan. And there's potential and all that. So, if it weren't for that message and also if it weren't for that loss, then baka hindi rin ako like naging team member ng Jessup team this year. So after nun, I tried out for ICC, which is yun nga, I got in and then we finished as quarterfinalists last year under the guidance of Professor Mike Chu. And then even after IBA ICC, nag-try out ako for the Stetson moot court competition last year. So sabi ko, I feel like hindi pa ako ready for the Jessup competition. So Stetson muna ako, which is also a good moot court competition. Pero hindi ako nakapasa last year. So, ni-reject ako ni Prof. Cassis. He didn't think I was qualified to be part of the Stetson team. And then, a month after, but a few weeks after, may announcement na for the Philip C. Jessup moot court competition tryouts. And then, nagko-contemplate ako, and kinakausap ko yung friends ko. I was saying na parang, if hindi ako nakapasa sa Stetson, paano pa ako makakapasa sa Jessup? And yung tryout ng Jessup is like, nakaset siya sa part ng semester na nasa gitna ka na eh. So, if I didn't have enough time to prepare for the Stetson na nasa start pa lang ng akin semester, then paano pa kaya yung Jessup? Di even lesser chances of getting into the team. And so, yun, pero with the encouragement of my friends and a little bit of kapal ng mukha, nag-try out pa rin ako for the Jessup competition. And fortunately, tinanggap na ako ni Sir Cassis into the team and I made it here. So, I think yung malaking greatest lesson dyan ay really yung mga losses mo from the very start. It's fine. Alam ba't ako nakakry? Nakakry. Parang it will lead you to the right places. And, yun lang, parang ang daming losses before I got here. And marami ring times na I was redirected to something else. Pero the lesson here is it's fine. Kasi you will end up where you're supposed to be. And also, syempre dun sa mga times na nag-i-incur ng loss, like dun sa mga times na natatalo ka or sasabihan kang hindi ka qualified or hindi ka pa ready. And nasa moments na yun talagang malakas yung self-doubt. And also, syempre, makakarinig ka rin ng comments from other people. Pero, I think what matters is really to remember na nothing is permanent. Yung knowledge mo right now, it's not the knowledge you're gonna have in a few weeks, in a few days, months. Yung skill and yung training mo right now, you can still improve that. Yun nga yung whole point of going through months of training, right? Because you know na nothing is permanent. So, if you want to try out for a moot competition, or if you haven't been getting the results na you want, this just goes to show na just strive hard and then just wait for your moment and then ibibigay rin yun sa'yo. And walang point in listening in the negative comments. Okay lang yun kung like constructive comments kasi that will help you. Pero dapat hindi ka tumigil if you really want something. So, yun. Ang haba ng sagot ko dun. Advice for future Jessup competition participants, Jessup competition participants. I don't feel like I'm in a place to like give advice kasi syempre ang daming factors ng isang competition. But I think a lot really depends on the tradition of your institution in your college or in your school. Kailangan, or it was vital in our experience yung pagbalik ng mga alums to help us train, ganyan, to ask us questions, difficult questions. So, sana like, patibayin yung institution, moot court tradition in your college para meron din ganong klaseng support from the alums, from the administration, ganon. Kasi it really takes a village to help a moot court team win the championship. It's really not the work of just one person, not the work of one team, not the work of just the coaches or the faculty advisor. It's really dependent on the tradition of your school, of your college. Sa amin kasi, people keep coming back to help and we're very thankful. If not for the support of our alumni, then we wouldn't be here talaga. So, how was the preparation and how did you cope with your busy law school schedule? I feel like na-answer naman na to. So, yun nga, every night yan, every day, for the last several months. But how did I cope? With a lot of support, really. Like I said, it takes a village. And here, hindi talaga nawala yung support ng friends ko, ng partner ko, and super important kasi nga malakas yung self-doubt during the whole preparation process. You're questioning your skill, you're questioning your knowledge, you're questioning if you deserve to be here, ganyan. And then, pagod ka pa, physically, mentally, emotionally. So, super important and naging super helpful sa akin na I always had friends who were cheering me up, friends who were reminding me na I deserve to be here, friends who were telling me na I can do it. So, yung mga simple words of affirmation, simple acts of service, ganyan, sobrang nakatulong. Kasi nga, it's not just the work of an individual or a single team. Really, ang daming people na sumuporta sa amin throughout the whole journey. At any point, did you feel discouraged, thinking this is not for you? I felt discouraged, yes. Lalo na when magto-try out ako for a competition and hindi ako nakukuha. Or during the Jessup training then, when I would get feedback na parang along the lines of, sure na ba sila na ako yung oralist? Kasi malayo daw yung like agwat ko from the other oralists. Ano lang naman siya, like an isolated case yung receiving that kind of feedback, pero hindi siya naging maganda for my confidence kasi I remember that was said to me I think 2 days before the national round, so hindi siya nakatulong kasi like I've been training for months, dedicating my time and energy, and then makakarinig ka ng ganong comment. So na-discourage ako, yes, pero hindi ko naisip na this was not for me kasi I've always believed na nothing is permanent really. And yung mga people na we think are so naturally smart, so naturally skilled, I don't think that's natural at all. it means they've put the hard work, they've put the time and energy into that, into honing that skill. That's why they have that. So if you feel like wala pa ako nung skill level na you want at this point in time, that's fine. I can work on it. And I think yun naman yung na-prove din, not just me but the whole team in this whole journey. Kasi while hindi namin nakuha yung results na we wanted ng national rounds, we worked on it. We dedicated more time and energy into it. We didn't think na that was permanent, that the loss was permanent. And okay naman yung naging results sa international rounds. Siguro last two questions para hindi masyado matagal. How did winning Jessup affect you personally and professionally? Dun sa professionally muna, I wouldn't know yet kasi I am still on my 3rd year, and then yung mga job offers naman usually ay on the 4th year. Although we did talk to the White and Case law firm kasi sila yung nagsisponsor ng Jessup competition, and they said naman na if I'm interested in exercising and practicing international law, or if I'm in any way interested into getting to know more about the firm, then I can just contact them, which I'm very grateful for kasi I feel like international law practice is something na I'm really interested in. Pero in terms of like law firms here in the Philippines, we'll find out on my 4th year, and I'm hoping na na-watch nila yung journey namin. I'm hoping na it will translate into good opportunities for me in the future and for the whole team. And then, personally naman, parang natanong na nga ako itong question na to a few times already, na parang ano nangyayari, anong feeling after manalo. And for me kasi pagbalik namin, midterm exams kagad namin pagbalik. So I was thinking na like walang nagbago kasi pag-uwi ko, okay, onting reset, and then aral na ulit for midterm exams. And then after midterm exams, we had some opportunities like visiting the Senate, visiting the Congress, and then having resolutions being passed recognizing the achievement. So we were getting to meet a lot of key people, ganyan. Pero aside from those things, like personally in my heart and in my mind, parang wala rin naman masyadong, well, may nagbago in a way na parang I feel relieved na I didn't fail people this time. We didn't fail people this time. Now we were able to show our gratitude to everyone who supported us through this achievement, and na syempre na proud yung family ko, ganyan. Pero in my head, I feel like everything is going to be normal still kasi I'm still going to have my 4th year of law school, you know. I'm still going through the daily law school grind. So in that aspect, it's not like na-excuse ako from exams or na-excuse ako from recitations. Pero at least in my mind and in my heart, parang syempre meron namang onting pat on my back na parang it's okay, Chinzen, like you can rest a bit now, and you did well. And yes, yun lang. I think yung greatest lesson here ay really nothing is permanent. The loss, it's not permanent. The feeling of having so much doubt, it's not permanent. The negative criticisms, it's not permanent. If you want to learn something, if you want to be good at something, you can always have the power. You always have the power to change that. You can always allot time and energy and dedicate your whole self to something you're passionate about. And when you're being redirected, when you're losing at something at some point in your life, that's okay. You will end up where you're supposed to be. And sadly, hindi ko actually kaya ganito yung setup ng vlog today is because hindi ako nakapag-film nung buong moot court competition, nung national and international rounds, kasi sobra kaming pressured. Like, wala akong time to like think of, oh, mag-vlog ako today, ganyan, dapat landscape or whatever. Hindi ako masyado nakapag-document. So, I'll try to see if I can edit this video in a way na I can show photos about the journey kasi that's all I have. And I hope na meron kayong napulot here sa vlog na to or sa video na to. And take it with a grain of salt. Syempre, this is my perspective alone. And so, yun lang. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I am Chinzen Viernes. I'm a third-year law school student at the UP College of Law. And that's it for my Philip C. Jessup International Law Moot Court Competition experience. Thank you, guys. So wait, pahaba lang. If you were interested in watching the final round, the championship round of the international round of the Philip C. Jessup Moot Court International Law Competition, then ilalagay ko yung link to that video. So you can watch me and you can watch Nacho present the pleadings for the respondent in the championship round. So, yay! Yun lang. Thank you everyone and I hope you enjoyed.